Hi Robert, I'm just here now looking at the car. I've just had a chat about all the paperwork and what have you, and I'm just going to have a look around the car with you. I've been underneath and I'll go back underneath in a second, but I'm just going to show you what the exterior looks like. Paint finish. It's pretty much perfect all the way around. So just while we're talking about the paperwork and the history and what the car is, it is a continuation. So it was built by Shelby, and in America they've got a registration system whereby if you have enough parts that hark back or that were built in the day back in the 60s, then they will consider the car as a 60s car. So it was registered as a 60s car, even though it was built in 2005 and first registered in 2007. Just looking at these pipes here, it wouldn't be a problem to change the colour of these. When it came in, it had black pipes and black wheel centres, but they were changed, which, to be fair, I don't think it looks bad, but of course it's kind of a matter of taste. But I'll show you if I go into the engine bay. You can see here where the exhaust changes from black to white. Now the headers, these manifolds here, they're ceramic, which helps to stop heat from escaping, which makes them a lot more efficient. So as I say, that would not be a problem to change that to black, in which case you could tie it in nicely with a rollover bar, as you said. Just looking at the inside, different dash to what you've got, obviously. This is a proper period correct dash. Steering wheel is larger, which I think you'll appreciate actually, considering the size of the engine and what have you. Give you a bit more to use. Proper period gear stick. Gone through the FIA paperwork. So the car has been rigorously checked and conforms to the FIA regulations as being absolutely 100% period correct and is ready to race. Battery cut-off switch. There's also a fire extinguisher in there as well. Seats look comfortable. I haven't sat in it yet. Batteries are in here, touch behind here. Now, when they're prepared for race, they have a soft fuel tank, just open it up, which will come with the car, but there is another fuel tank, which is aluminium, which has been fitted, tested, and found to be okay and completely correct. It's like a brand new car. It's very, very much like a brand new car. So you've got that rollover hoop you can see there, very solidly bolted in there. It's going to make a huge difference in terms of the protection. Now there are two sets of wheels. I'll send you the photos of the other wheels. These tyres look fantastic, and they are the type of tyres that would have featured on the car when it was new, and they're not going to make it drive very nicely. The road holding, the feel isn't going to be nice, and you say you're not going to want to drive it quickly. But there are other tyre options. There's a period correct Avon tyre, which doesn't have quite the curbside appeal of these big Goodyear Eagles, but they'll certainly make the car a lot better to drive. And the fact that you've got two sets of wheels means if you want to, you could leave those as they are and put the other wheels on. But I'll show you the other wheels in a photo in a minute. brake fluid reservoirs. I think we're just discussing your driving style, and I think it's a good idea to upgrade the brake fluid into something that will withstand a bit more heat, and potentially the cooling as well. There's a cooling upgrade or fan upgrade, and that they can fit in just to make sure that whether you're driving on the road or enjoying yourself on the track, the engines are going to stay nice and cool for you. Slightest tiny little chip there. You're going to get the occasional chip here and there because it's done 2,000 miles. But I've got to say, it does present very much like a brand new car. So you can see you've got cooling fans on both sides of the radiator. It's a big engine. It's going to need a lot of cooling. You can see that scoop on the bonnet is not just there for show. It actually does feed air straight in. That hole here fits directly over here, so whatever goes on the top of the carburetor is fresh air rather than the hot air from around the engine, which is going to help performance as well. Okay, right, I'll get the car in the air. I'll go through underneath for you.